Hi guys, hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. So with this video I want to kick off my contest prep towards competing at the UKBFF Invitation Only English Grand Prix. The event is called The Best of the Best, as the organizer, Ellen and Sean from Panther Gym, the gym where I go to at the moment, have managed to invite la creme de la creme of British bodybuilding champions. For me personally, it's been a great honor to be invited to participate to what has the potential to be a fantastic bodybuilding and sport event. The date is set for the weekend of the 19th of July. The venue is Brunel University Graduation Ceremony Hall, hosting a great number of seats and free massive LCD screen. I saw the mock-up of the venue and it's just spectacular. Great sponsors so far, and it seems there's a chance also to have the show streamlined online on Flex Online or Muscle Development. Zach Khan, Alvin Small as guest posers, so it's definitely going to be a great show. I'm just a bit more than 16 weeks out to the contest. My weight is around 85 kilos, around 10%, 11% body fat. I've been actually pretty pleased with my last 18 months of off-season. It's been a clean bulk, trying not to get too fat, but always following a if it fits your macros, a flexible dieting approach. This way I avoided food binges and be able to fit my meals and diet also with my busy working schedule. I'm planning to compete in the under 80 category. My last contest weight was around 77 and 78 kilos in fact. I won the NPA Southwest Show Novice category at 77 kilos. But of course this time, given the federation, the IFBB, UKBFF, a few people asked me already on Facebook if I turned to the dark side and stopped being a natural bodybuilder. Well, I was expecting this type of thoughts from some of you guys. I'm a lifetime natural bodybuilder and I will forever be. I'm very proud actually and sure about my choice. Everybody's free though to take a different pathway in bodybuilding. Nobody, I believe, should be in a position to judge someone else's choice. I'm not going to deep dive into this topic because it will take forever and will take to a tangent on the topic of this video. For what concerns the contest in July, I will be probably, yes, lining up with athletes on gears, but also with other natural bodybuilders. The show will see on stage more than 100 athletes, including all British champions. And to be very honest, I don't really care if other contestants are natural or not. My top goal is going back on stage and trying to beat the Fran of 2012. The Fran in the mirror is my true competitor. In 2012, I was coming from 8 contests and I inevitably lost a lot of muscle, a good deal of muscle in the journey. In my plans, I had 2 full years of off-season before going back on stage, but I was convinced by Sean from Panther Gym to join their show. And my goal now is to step on stage, of course, more muscular, better volume, same level of conditioning, or perhaps better than 2012. This is normal, guys. I mean, we're always trying to improve ourselves, but my goal is also going on stage and actually have fun during the day because, as I say, this show has the potential to be a great bodybuilding and sport event for everybody. Okay, diet. So at the moment I'm still an happy Fran. My carbs quota is still fairly high, 385 grams. My protein is 187 and my fats is 51 grams. Always following if it fits your macros dieting approach, so especially when I'm traveling for work and have to grab something to eat on the road. In December I was definitely leaner and had lower body fat percentage, but from January this year we increased the calories intake and especially the carbs quota on purpose to have a higher starting point and to lower carbs later throughout the prep. And don't get to the end of the preps with a very small amount of carbs. My macros are also pretty much stable, identical in my training days as well in my off days. Just a bit less of saturated fat in my off days. And I'm still feeling great, have great pumps at the gym because of the high carbs and also the carbs intra-workout. But as I said, I was definitely more vascular in December because I was leaner, but I'm sure that will come back soon again. In terms of food that I have, it's pretty much anything following if it fits your macros dieting approach, flexible dieting approach. Especially when I travel. But I've done actually recently a video on my YouTube channel where I show my full day of eating in this period. When I go to the office, I always have my favorite food. Some of the stuff that I can easily prepare, such as brown rice, basmati, sweet potatoes in the evening, a lot of vegetables. I try to include a variety of different foods in my diet. So in terms of protein sources, again, chicken, red meat, veal, as well as beef. Fish as well, and some also vegetarian dishes. And I have a lot of vegetables and greens, especially in the evenings. My supplement stack hasn't changed a lot. I have showed in other videos I take BCAA, cyclodextrin and Pepto-Pro in my pre and intro workout. and more peptopro, more cyclodextrin, leucine, and RLAA in my post-workout. 1 capsule of probiotics in the morning, empty stomach, and 2 grams of fish oil or krill oil in the evening with dinner. Magnesium and potassium citrate as alkalizer before going to bed, and that's it. For what concerns training, this is my last week of a Mountain Dog MI40 hybrid high volume training protocol that my coach Gabriele Trapani tailored for me. I still enjoy the great balance from my calorie surplus and from carbs in my pre, intra and post workout. I train 5 times a week plus 2 20-minute sessions of high intensity interval cardio. Monday is usually back, Tuesday is chest and shoulders, Wednesday is off, Thursday is wheels, Friday is back again, and Saturday is arms. I usually have the 20 minutes high intensity interval cardio sessions just after the workout, and at the moment usually is on Monday and Saturday. I've been liking this training protocol a lot as there are many high intensity techniques and interesting movements to stimulate my muscle from different angles and planes. I love the Mountain Dog program, and in particular the Meadow Rows has been probably one of my favorite exercises for back. I had definitely big progresses in my back in the last 18 months by including this movement into my training routine. And back has always been my weakness point, so I'm very pleased to actually have discovered this movement and the Mountain Dog program. I loved also the Tom Platt style hack squat or the chest press with bands. Some of these movements were included into my current training. And I'm traveling to Valencia this weekend for holiday, and when I'm back I will start a new training protocol for another 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm looking forward to find out my new training protocols for the next month. And to wrap up, I leave you with some poses and photos that we took last night. Please subscribe to my channel and see you on my next update. See you guys.